I'm here in Boston, Massachusetts, where they have Berklee College of Music, Boston Conservatory, and a lot of music going on, walking down the street. And I was taking a trip today on the floor at the 1140 building, on the different floors. And on one floor is the bass department. Down in the basement, there's drummers. On the next floor, there's horns, and then there's vocalists, and then there's the roots department with mandolins and banjos. And just music, and it makes me feel so good. But I realize, like the Avengers or the Justice League with superheroes, like, Spider-Man has a power, Superman, Iron Man, they all have their power and they stick to their strengths. I realize that every instrument also has a superpower. But in getting to teach, in my classes at Berklee, I get to teach multiple instruments. Like today, we had a tap dancer. What I'm finding out is that many of us musicians don't know what our superpower is. And it's worth knowing. And in other words, there is something that the bass can do that the other instruments just can't do like the bass. There's something that the saxophone can do that no other instrument can do, just like the sax. Piano, the same piano can play bass notes, but not like a bass, right? Drums has a superpower. It's worth finding out what that superpower is, meaning what is this instrument designed to do? And I'm not going to tell you what that superpower is, because it'll just be me telling you my opinion. I think you should search it out. What is it, the instrument that speaks to you? What instrument do you play? And find out what its superpower is. Because what I find, I'm going to stick with the bass just for a second, because that's my instrument. I hear a lot of bassists focusing more on soloing up high. I need a 6-string so I can get up higher, right? Yeah, that's nice, but don't go up high and forget the superpower is down low. Right? The superpower of the bass is supporting musicians like the floor of a building. It doesn't move. It's solid. It's got to be the strongest part of the house, the floor. The bass is the same way. To have a complete drum set, there has to be a bass drum, right? To have a complete chord, there has to be a bass note. That's the superpower of the bass guitar. But the bass guitar can move its root. It can recolor the chord. I don't care what notes you play. If I play a C sharp, it's a C sharp chord. That's the power, one of the superpowers that I have as the bass. Now I can take advantage of that, or I can use it musically. So I urge you to think about your instrument. Find what the superpower is. One of the things that the superpower, it's not to scat. And don't get me wrong, scatting is beautiful, right? But in my opinion, once you start scatting, you become another instrumentalist. You're doing what a sax can do, like a bass player playing up high. It's good though. Doesn't sound like a sax, it sounds like a voice, but the superpower of the voice is lyrics. So know your superpower and then join others that know their superpower. Just like the Justice League in Marvel Comics or DC, the Justice League or the Avengers, when they all come together, nothing can stop them. Music's the same. If we all bring our superpowers together, nothing can stop us. It doesn't matter whether the audience likes our music. They will know that we know who we are, and they will like us whether they like the music or not. So, musicians, know your superpower.